This is our second episode. Me and Dakota are coming here to talk about the Birds game. I mean, what a crazy game. What a good game. And we finally did it. I know we were just talking about this off air, but we finally blew out Dallas. I mean, in their own field, in Jerryland, in Jerry World. We did it. And so I'm super excited. Defense played a heck of a game. Defense played a heck of a game. I am hyped to say the least.
Brother, 32 passing yards total for the game is what Dallas had. Lockdown city all over the board, dude. Linebackers playing. Dude, is mine.
Bro, I love Zach Bond so much, and bro, I'm just excited to see how all the energy that they got to use in this game and all the chemistry that they built from this game transpires to Thursday night. Because I mean, we got a short week. We are going against a great Commanders team next week, and it's going to be hard. We both have short weeks. It's going to be a difficult game, but I'm excited. And I think that honestly, this game, getting right, getting the defense right, getting all those turnovers, a lot of chemistry that's going to translate into the next game.
Yeah, I completely agree. The Washington finally dropped when we've been waiting for this. I think that may have gave our boys extra juice going into this game because we take care of business Thursday, we win this. We are in the first place in the NFC East. Were you expecting this when we were at 2-2 and we went to that Tampa game and it looked like the world was collapsing on us? Completely in the rearview mirror.
Honestly, no, because now if the Eagles do the dang thing and they get it done this year, we can say that we've seen the highs and the lows, because we've seen the highest game in Philadelphia last week, and we saw the lowest game in Tampa Bay earlier this season. And I mean, I'm just excited. This team looks phenomenal coming out of the bye week. Nick Sirianni just had to shave his head and get away from all the distractions up on his head. But bro, I keep saying how excited I am, but I don't think you guys know truly how excited I am to see the Philadelphia Eagles back on track. I mean, we've seen it the past few weeks, but to go into Dallas, every divisional game is going to be tough. And to go into Dallas, our biggest rival, and do that, oh my gosh. The sky's the limit for this team for the rest of the season.
Yep. The best part was we escaped with no injuries this game, other than Slay tweaking his ankle or knee or something. So I'm hoping Slay is doing all right. But man, have you seen the nickname that we've kind of like given Quinyon? Everybody's calling him Guantanamo Bay. Lockdown. When is the last time the Eagles have had a cornerback that just shuts a side of the field down like he does? It is so fun to see. Cooper DeJean is making plays. Bryce Huff is making plays. You know your team is down bad if Bryce Huff is getting a strip sack on you. So hopefully that momentum carries forward because we're going to need everything for this Thursday game. The Commanders are good. Jaden's playing at an MVP type level. But what was great about this game is we got to rest our starters in the fourth. Meanwhile, the Commanders had to play another game till the last second, so they didn't really get that rest. That was a really tough defense they went against. So that is a little bit of a thing to note going into this game. But man, offense at first, we're texting in our group chat. And we're like, what are they doing? Why are they doing this? Why do they look this way? And it's like they're just so good at making adjustments. Like they make the necessary adjustments, and it's like a flip just switches going into the second quarter and then coming out of halftime. Like Fangio's defense in like the second half of games, dude. Like me and a couple other like Connor, we were like we weren't too thrilled about Vic Fangio, but man, we have been wrong about that. He's got these boys playing. Our boy N'Kobe almost had another interception. I thought for sure he was going to get it. It's been so much fun the last few weeks.
Yeah. Radio, I think his hair is cursed, man. I think he's got to keep it shaved. And honestly, go bald at this point, Nick. Get as much hair off as you can. But, man, The only takeaway that I have that's a bad takeaway from this game, honestly, is the way that we kind of started to crumble after that interception with Jalen. The drives kind of got bad, kind of got sloppy. We go into halftime and we get back on track, but we're playing against a horrible Dallas team. Whereas if we were playing against a Detroit team in the playoffs or a Kansas City Chiefs team in the playoffs, they're not going to give us that time to adjust back in the locker room, come out, and get back on track because they'll already be up 21, 30 points by that time. So I think that's my only bad takeaway from this one. I'd like to hear if you have any bad takeaways as well.
Um, Again, it seemed like we got in the close to the red zone, and it seems like we just have stupid penalties that drive us backwards once we're driving. The interception, it aggravated me at first, but again, got in my emotions, and that was a really good play by Diggs. That was very athletic. He was outstretched for it. That any other corner in the league that isn't Diggs, that's probably a touchdown. Other than that, but I do agree with you. We can't start off slow like that and have those drives and give it over to better teams like that, like playoff contenders. Like if we go to Detroit and we turn the ball over, have these bad mistakes in our red zone, Jared Goff and that Lions offense, they are going to convert. It's very tough to stop them. And their defense too is good. Even without Hutchinson being there, they still been playing well. So we just got to clean it up a little bit. Other than that, there's not much you can really say anything negative about this game. I mean, we went to Jerry World and just completely beat the brakes off the Dallas Cowboys. Their season's imploding. The last time we really handled business like this in Dallas was the believe it was our defensive back coach came out like somewhere near the going to the Super Bowl, and he said his favorite part of the season was when he saw the Dallas players just give up. He saw their soul was crushed. That's what this game felt like. It was awesome.
Yeah. Um, I completely agree with you, radio too. I think Jalen needs to be protected better. That's always something that needs to happen with this offensive line, especially with Kelsey gone. And then also, I agree with that last sentence so much. Jalen needs to know when to throw it away. I mean, that's the biggest concern that everyone had with Carson Wentz on this team was him trying to make every drive the drive. And I think that's something Jalen Hurts needs to get better at as well, minimize sacks. But honestly, the way that these turnovers have gone for him ever since the bye week, honestly, I don't know if I should even be saying that. Let him do his thing. He's been cooking, and today, like you said, that interception was just a great play by Diggs.
Yeah, Jalen's looked so much. He's almost looks like a completely different person. I think he's starting to really grasp what Kellen is trying to bring with his scheme, which I know it always takes players time, especially when you're somebody like him, just going through coordinator after coordinator every year. And sorry, I'm trying to get my lights back on in my car, but they don't want to seem to go back on. So we'll open the door. There they are. But yeah, so Jalen's looked great. I do agree with radio. The protection needs to be a little bit better. And this is what I was kind of referencing. Like the first quarter, the Connor said something about this too, and I completely agree. He said everything is long developing routes and concepts. It's like there's no quick game, there's no quick slants. I didn't really see any mesh concepts with Goddard this game. It's like those plays will help stop Jalen from getting hit, getting pressured. It negates teams wanting to blitz because if you're getting the ball out really quick,
Yeah. Um, Bars by radio in the comments here. Shout out to Kellen Moore for getting a dub against his former club. So I mean, yeah, huge shout out to Kellen Moore. That guy has earned a beer from everyone in Philadelphia. The way that he's turned this Eagles offense around. I mean, we got the players for it. We just needed the coaching staff, and he's provided it. And another big thing I wanted to talk about is just the way that you know the report came out about Lane Johnson and other players going to Nick Sirianni and saying that the scheme needed to be changed, and he did it. And that's something that not a lot of coaches would do. They would kind of, my way or the highway. But Nick Sirianni doing that for this team just shows how much he loves it here. And honestly, Nick has gotten my loyalty for that. And bro, I love Nick Sirianni, bro. I can't see the Philadelphia Eagles without him for a while, to be honest.
Yeah, his record with the team is so good too. I know that tends to get overlooked. I still have problems with him with his clock management and the going for two every time, every now and then, but it does show the type of character he is to be able to reflect, listen to his players, and actually do something about it. Like you said, like other coaches, like we've had Chip Kelly, who's an egomaniac. Like you talk to him about something, you're probably sitting on the bench the next game, not playing. So I give him big props for that. I do think that is a great culture that he has instilled within the players. Even though it looked at times that it was starting to break, I think everybody's rallying around together. They must have hated Nick's hair too. So once he shaved, everybody was like, "We're on board, Nick. Let's play for you." They're
Yeah,
playing together, and, like, the biggest thing I noticed too, I don't know if you've noticed it, Jalen looks like he's starting to have fun and is starting to express himself more, which has
yeah,
been really fun to see. So I think by watching them having fun, it's kind of radiated throughout the whole locker room.
yeah. I think Jalen just got his spark back and his smile back. I love when they do those cinematic shots when they go to commercial break and it's Jalen Hurts with a full smile. Man, he's back. He's back, baby.
Especially after the weird mic'd up thing where the NFL took it down. It was like, "Oh, no, we don't need, like, unnecessary drama." Like, I'm sure he was just upset that the Jaguars were making a comeback if they were up 22, so it's like, let's not start any unnecessary drama that we don't
Yeah,
need.
yeah. So going off of what Adam said, honestly, I think that these guys just need to play together, like they did this week. Focus on getting turnovers, focus on getting interceptions, and that pass rush, man. Pass rush needs to be on point next week because Jaden Daniels is a demon. We need to get him, and we need to get him fast. And I think that that's got to be the motto going into this week: is get him and get him fast, and just bring him to the ground. And I think the Eagles have a good chance at doing that. I mean, Bryce Huff making plays today, the chemistry must be there. There must be some sort of chemistry. The man has woken up from hibernation, so I'm super excited. That's how I honestly think the Eagles win this game. Will they do it? We'll see on Thursday. But I have a lot of confidence after this Dallas game. It's a bad Dallas team, but I mean they went in there and did the dang thing.
Yeah, what is good too for our team is like Jaden kind of plays similar to Hurts in that way. Now he has the escapability, the mobility. I think a big thing for our defense, especially the edges this week, they have got to stay disciplined when rushing Jaden this upcoming game. They cannot just go upfield and try to rush the quarterback. You know how Derek Barnett used to just run up the field and try to do these long, like sweeping,
Yeah,
try to bend around the edge. They can't do that. They have to keep integrity. They have to be able to play some type of contain against Jaden because Jaden gets going with. They got to stay disciplined. They have to get after it because I don't think Washington's O line is too good. I think Jaden's actually been hit quite a bit
yeah,
this year. So got that. I'm confident in our guys in the secondary. Can't believe I'm actually saying that. It's
yeah.
felt like years since I've been able to say that. But we got Quinyon on McLaurin. That's going to be a fun matchup because McLaurin's a very good receiver. I've always felt he's underrated. DeJean in the slot is just an absolute dog. Chauncey got an interception this week. He's flying all over the place. Reed been doing his thing. It's just the linebackers are just they're holding it down. Zach Bond, our
Zach
president,
Bond,
going to be
baby. Zach Bond
commanding the
for
middle of the
president.
field. Exactly. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be really upsetting too to see Ertz go out against us. That was our guy. We love Zach Ertz here. And it's like it's upsetting that
Happy
he went
birthday, by
to
the way. Happy
whoever.
birthday, Zach Ertz. We love you.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
his
know it was his
birthday
birthday. Happy
today.
birthday, Zach.
Happy birthday, Zach.
So we'll give you a nice little or birthday present coming up this Thursday. It's going to be a fat L, so you might not like it, but the Eagles fans are going to like it.
Man, I'm excited. I love coming on here right after that game, right after these games, these past 2 weeks. Honestly, I've been fired up, and yeah, I'm excited to keep doing this show. And if you guys want to get tickets to go see this amazing matchup that's going to be on Thursday night football this week, go to SeatGeek.com and use code Geo the Podcaster, all caps, no spaces, to get $20 off your order. We'll be back next week. And as always, go Birds, baby.
Go Birds.